What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. I had to jump on here real fast because I didn't get a chance to make the video when the news broke. But Trump says no taxes on tips. No taxes on tips, man. Before I get into this thing, y'all make sure y'all mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that bell for notifications. It really helps the channel out. But man, in Las Vegas this weekend, Trump surprised the crowd and said that he's going to support legislation or try to make it to where there's no taxes on tips for hospitality workers. Guys, I ain't never heard nothing like this. Now, granted, a lot of people are going to say, well, they already weren't claiming their income and all that kind of stuff. But you guys don't realize a lot of these guys are getting tipped on credit cards now, which means that's documented money versus back in the day in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when it was more cash tips and there was no way to track it. But guys, I think a lot of people don't understand what this means. Instead of promising you a handout, I'm encouraging you to work harder because you know that money is going to be all yours. No taxes on tips. Now, that doesn't cover the credit card fees and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, guys, this thing is going to create a boom in the hospitality market. How many of you guys have gone out, man, and it's just like going out is not even an experience anymore? The people that work there hate their jobs and they don't want to be there, and hospitality is not what it used to be. It used to be going out was a treat. Going out was a big deal. But now, guys, it's just as easy to get DoorDash and sit at home and not have to deal with horrible servers, horrible bartenders. Now, granted, he said this in Vegas, so that included the hotel workers and all that kind of stuff. But if you're a tipped employee, I can tell you like this. First thing I said is I'm not a tipped employee, but I would love something that says no taxes for me either. Okay? But because it's tipped employees, hospitality workers, guys, this is huge. I'm seeing things on Instagram right now where people are telling servers to vote for Trump because he's not going to give you any tips. And they're leaving, 100% tips, 500% tips, 1,000% tips. And guys, we've never seen anything like this. It used to be that politics was more about, let me give you this and let me give you that. But to flat out say, I'm going to support legislation that no taxes on tips, everybody who is working should be trying to get a tip-based job. Because no matter where you go, guys, in America, taxes are your number one expense. And even if you're not paying taxes, you're paying someone to make sure you don't pay taxes. But if all of a sudden there's no taxes on tips, everybody is going to start looking at hospitality different. It's going to raise the level of service with hospitality. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you know you get to keep all, you work different when it's all yours. And I think this, no matter where you are on the spectrum, because here's what I think has to happen. Joe Biden, if you vote Democrat, is going to have to come out and say, I'll do it too, right? So now, if you're a hospitality worker, either way you win, because Joe Biden is going to have to counter this. Trump has laid this out here, and I don't care if people think he can get it done unilaterally and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of appropriations bills. There's a lot of continuing resolution bills. He can probably get this done pretty easily. But if you're Republican, Democrat, or Independent, when the leading candidate or the presumed nominee of any major party decides to say, I'm going to give tips tax-free to hospitality workers, Joe Biden has to respond. And it doesn't matter which political party you're in if you're a hospitality worker, because either way you're winning. And guys, for the first time in a long time, I've never seen somebody talk about a tax-free benefit to like working class people. I done heard of tax credits and all that kind of stuff where you get it back on your tax return, blah, 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 blah. But when you're talking tax-free, guys, that means you get it when you make it. You don't have to file any tax returns or anything like that. This is huge. And I think Joe Biden is going to have to respond, because no matter who's in office, I think this has to happen, because all of us want an elevated restaurant and hotel experience, because since COVID, it is just nothing to smile at. It is hard to find some place to go out and have a good experience, whether you're staying there overnight or whether you're going there for lunch or dinner or a meeting. It's just bad. You guys get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Trump taking taxes away from hospitality workers, man. And get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm gonna holler.